Do you want to see my daddy paint a flower?
What's up, guys? This is Josh. We're going to do some painting today. We're painting a rose on a wooden plaque with our new favorite, Golden Acrylics. So I forgot to film me sketching the drawing onto the wood, so oops. But now I have it all sketched out. I just used a regular lead pencil, and now I'm tracing those lines with some black golden acrylics with a fine liner brush. So what we're doing here is we're doing the outline and some of the like shading that will go underneath of the colors, and you'll see later when I paint that I keep the colors a little bit watered down so some of these black lines show through. It just gives it a little bit of depth and dimension, makes it actually look pretty cool and not too cartoony. Alright, so as I'm finishing up the line work, what I'm going to do now is take some clear gesso and go over all of the outline. Basically what this does is solidify it and make sure none of it is smudging or smearing as I'm painting over it. It's basically a clear coat to allow me to paint over it with the colors and stuff. So as soon as that's done and dry, we're going to jump in and start painting the flower. Starting off with a nice deep red to do our dark shadows. I think I used a total of like 5 or 6 different colors basically, and this is a deep red, a regular red, a pink, a white pink, and then the traditional white and black that you'll see for highlights and outlines. So going through with all of the dark reds right now and getting that base color down, and we'll start adding to it here in a minute. Now we've started with the regular like red color. Again, these are the Golden Fluid Acrylics. They're pretty great. They were a little rough on the wood, and that's the one reason the gesso definitely helps too. Helps fill in a lot of those cracks and crevices to make it more of a smoother surface to paint, so you're not having so many dimples and gaps in your painting. So gesso is really nice for that. But these paints definitely work pretty nice, especially having the gesso layer on there. Pretty smooth, and I got some clean, crisp lines. It's definitely pretty satisfied with them. Now we're rolling into the I guess mid-tone color here, which is this pink. It was mostly red with a little bit of white mixed in. This is where a lot of the color actually starts to pop. Had a little oops there with a drop of water on the paintbrush still. Kind of just fell into the middle of stuff and had to dab it off, and seems to have been okay. So here's a highlight pink color. This was actually mostly white with like a drop of red, and I thought this would be enough to kind of make those edges pop and like I said, be a nice highlight color. But once I was finished this part, I decided that I wasn't quite enough, so I went back over with pure white, which you'll see here in a minute, and it really does help give it definition and make those final outlines and colors really pop. Definitely super happy with the way it came out though, and these colors are super simple. Again, it's only 3 or 4 main colors and then white and black on top of it. You can see here now going in with the white and adding a little bit more detail in certain spots. This was actually the first rose that I had ever painted, and I basically found a reference photo on the internet that I liked and sketched it out on the wood and decided to give these new paints a try. This is actually a special present for Mother's Day. Made this for my mom because she loves roses, and I thought it'd be a nice kind of intro project for me to try out. Now I dove into painting the leaves. I basically did these two-tone dark green on one half and a lighter green on the other half of the leaf, and then go back over with the black outline just to give it the texture and dimension. Super simple, and this is kind of a more like traditional look, and it definitely works. To me, the leaves aren't the main focus of the painting anyway. It's just enough to help it pop and give it a little bit of extra something. Now that I did all the white highlights, I'm going back over with the black fine liner and a little bit of paint to kind of redo those initial outlines that I had done. Again, this just helps solidify those lines and make the shapes pop a little bit. But I do not go back over and do the shading and the texture lines that you can kind of see showing through the paint that I had done initially. Those I do not trace over again, just the outlines of the petals and the shapes. Just doing some final touch-ups on the leaves, adding the little texture bits and redoing the edges of that so they pop out a little bit more. And then we're getting to our final shot here. There's the final finished rose. Pretty happy with the way it came out. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more, hopefully. Check us out on Instagram, greenman7135, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.